What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Cookline. I'm Charlie, and on today's episode, we're gonna do something that I like to call Luau Chicken. This is an original recipe of mine, and I'm so excited to share it with you. Let me show you what you're gonna need. All right, for starters, I got two kinds of cabbage here, a red and a green, a small bottle of liquid smoke, 2 chicken breasts, and these chicken breasts are from our chicken breakdown episode. I got a pack of sesame seeds here, white or black, it's up to you. A package of chicken top ramen, handy dandy sea salt, and a couple sheets of banana leaves. Grab your knives, your cutting boards, and let's get started. For starters, we are going to have to char this banana leaf. I've already washed it, and the reason why I take it to the oven and char it beforehand is just to ensure that there's no nasty parasites on these leaves. So let's go ahead and walk over to the stove, and I'm gonna show you guys how we can do that. Drop a banana leaf on there. And you're gonna watch it change color. It goes from a dark green to a brighter grassy green. And you can kind of see that happening right here on the camera. There we go. And it doesn't take very long, honestly. If you get a little bit of singeing like that, just blow it out. Or just let it burn out on its own. All right, and we're back at our preparation station. I like to lay a bed of banana leaf as the base of our baking container, and then get our salt open. One hand stays chickeny, the other hand stays clean for seasoning. All right, so this goes right in here. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of sea salt. I'm going to wrap each chicken breast individually as well, because we want our chicken to steam inside these little banana leaf packets to maintain their moisture. That you want to pack it really tight so that you've got a nice and tidy casserole. So into the oven this goes, and while that happens, we're going to prepare our coleslaw. Okay, items going into our coleslaw are 2 kinds of cabbage. So you can do this with just green or just red. It's all optional. We're going to slice it really thin. Make sure your knife is sharp. So we're gonna go straight down the middle. I'm only gonna use half the head of cabbage, half the red, half the green. Now I peel off the outer layer, just so that you don't get any of the nasty stuff that the cabbage can pick up in transit to the supermarket. Cool. So we're gonna core our green cabbage as well. And this one is, all right, compost pile. That's going in the garden tonight. Cabbage has a vein, this guy right here. And I like to cut perpendicular to that. We'll start with our green. And as thinly as possible, you're gonna start to cut this cabbage. Now, as you get closer to the base, it'll widen up. So what I do is cut it in half, just like that. And then start chopping away. Done with our green, and then we're going to do the same with our red cabbage. All right, red cabbage. This might be enough, because I'm only using enough red cabbage to add color to our slaw. And then our optional ingredient, the jalapeño. Cool. Into the bowl that goes. And then we're gonna put this guy aside for now. And then sesame seeds, we're gonna do about a half tablespoon. We're gonna take this guy to the stove, and we're gonna switch camera angles. Let's go. We got our sesame seeds toasted. We're gonna work on our dressing. We're gonna use some brown sugar, rice wine vinegar, some sea salt, of course, some fresh cracked black pepper. For starters, we're gonna do 1 tablespoon brown sugar, and then we're gonna do a teaspoon of sea salt, and then I'm gonna start with about 1/2 cup of rice wine vinegar. Good. And then we're gonna crank down on this black pepper until our forearms hurt. All right, good enough. Any unflavored vegetable oil, we're gonna drizzle this into our dressing. And one additional item that I forgot to mention, a pure roasted sesame seed oil, if you can find it. Just gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of that. We're gonna grab our lid, pop that on there. Now let's go head over to our blending station. Guys, you know what? I forgot a really key ingredient. I was wondering why this was separating so quickly, and I know exactly why. I'm missing our emulsifier. So I'm gonna pour this back into the blender. Grab our emulsifier, miso paste. I use a dashi miso. You can use any flavor miso you like. This one is more mild, so I like to use it in my cooking and stuff. So let me go grab a spoon, and we're gonna add a tablespoon of miso paste to that. Actually, I'll probably go a little bit more, about 1.5 tablespoons into our blender. And then we're gonna take this back to our blending station. Okay, we're back. And I've got awesome news. Our vinaigrette did not break because we added that miso paste. Here we go. Cool. So it increased our volume. I have a lot left over, and that's just gonna go straight into our container. So now we've got our dressing, our slaw, our toasted sesame seeds, just transferred it into this little container, and our top ramen. This is gonna go into our coleslaw. I know it sounds weird, but bear with me. We're gonna crush this guy up. Frying pan. We're gonna toast our ramen seeds. Imagine, we're gonna toast our ramen noodles. All right, just like our sesame seeds, you wanna toast this on high heat until you start to smell like a nutty, toasted aroma. While we wait for that to happen, we're gonna start dressing our salad and giving it a quick toss. At this point, our chicken has been in the oven for about a half hour, a little bit longer than that. I'm actually gonna avoid dressing the salad until I can bring all of our elements together. So stay tuned. We'll be back in another, we're gonna check on our chicken in 1.5 hours, and then we'll see if we can move on. My timer for the oven just went off. I'm gonna pull it out. So this is straight out of the oven. You wanna be careful when you open it up. Look at that. I'm gonna grab a pair of tongs. Let's get our banana peel or banana leaf peel off, and then slowly unravel our chicken breasts. And there it is. How anticlimactic, right? It looks the way that it went in. But I promise you, these boring little pieces of white meat are full of flavor. Here we are. And look at that. Oh my God. It's just shredding on its own. Effortless shredding going on right now. Yo, this smells so good. So at this point, we're gonna try a little piece just because I can't help myself, but also so that we can see what else it needs. You know what? It doesn't need any more salt. Seasoned perfectly. You get the banana leaf flavor immediately. And now, our liquid smoke. Just start with a 1/2 teaspoon, because this stuff is concentrate. Just give this a thorough stir. And man, that piece that I ate is so freaking moist. Like typically you expect chicken breast to be, anytime you cook it that long, you can expect it to be really dry, but not these bad boys. Banana leaves did its magic and kept all the moisture in. Chicken's ready. Let's start our 3 preparations for this chicken breast. This is our cabbage that we prepared earlier. And I'm gonna start with maybe 3 tablespoons of this salad dressing. Add to that, we have our toasted sesame seed. So I'm gonna start with a small pinch, maybe a teaspoon. Let's get this salad together. So very carefully fold it into itself. And if you're preparing this ahead of time, I suggest keeping the salad dressing separate until you're ready to serve it. Okay, this is coming together. It's still a little bit on the dry side, but I serve my salads with a side of extra sauce. So really leave it up to whoever's eating to customize their food in that sense. Let me grab us a plate and get this together. Our perfectly cooked rice. I'm just gonna paddle a small amount of this onto our plate. There we go. That's a good helping. And then we're gonna give ourselves a small helping of the salad on the side. Toasted ramen, toasted sesame seeds, about 5 ounces of our luau chicken. Just on top like that. Nothing too glamorous, not fancy at all. If you do want to turn it up a little bit, if you've got furikake, some rice nori seasoning, go ahead and dust it up. A little bit of that. And then drizzle of our miso vinaigrette. And that's good. Grab ourselves another fancy little plate. And preparation number 2, really simple, a slider. So I'm just gonna slice some Hawaiian bread in half. Got a bowl here because we're only gonna take a small portion of our luau chicken. Touch of mayo. Let's grab our tongs. Give this a good mix. So this is somewhat dry. I'm gonna add another teaspoon of mayo. That is better, much better. Cool. So we're looking at about 4 ounces of chicken salad here. Which ones were the bottoms? This guy. Cool. So separate that, separate our tops, move that to the side for now. A little bit of mayo. Or I'm sorry, our luau chicken salad that we made with some mayonnaise. Spoon a little bit of our coleslaw on top of these sliders. And you don't have to use Hawaiian bread, use whatever bread you've got on hand. And that's that. Preparation number 2, you've got luau chicken salad sliders. All right, I moved a few things around to get you ready for this final version of the dish today. We're gonna make a pancit. All right, now we're back at our prep station. Our bihon noodles are fully cooked. Just gonna plop that down on our plate here. And on top of that, you guessed it, some more slaw. That gets placed right there in the center. There we go. Another about 4 ounces. 4.5 ounces of our luau chicken, of course. Gotta hit that with our crunchy ramen bits, toasted sesame, furikake. You know what, let's put some on our sliders too. Just a little dash. So this is ready to eat as is, but me being me, I'm definitely going to add some hot sauce to it. So sriracha on our bihon noodle. For our sandwiches, I found this Hawaiian hot sauce. More of a vinegar-based hot sauce. So that'll be good with our sliders. Let's change the camera view and let's have a taste of everything. Test. All right guys, here we are. We've got 3 dishes, all with the one luau chicken breast. I'm losing my concentration because I just have to dip into this pancit. You mix it up, or you just go ahead and stick your fork in it. Got some noodle, got some slaw, hot sauce.
Yeah, that's good.
If you're only making it one way, I suggest the pancit. This is so freaking bomb. Okay, I gotta put that down. There we go. We got our luau chicken slider. Big messy bite. I take that back. Make the sliders. The pancit's really good, but if you're at home, you just got back from the gym, from work, and you need something really, really quick, the sliders, for sure. So last one, this is our luau chicken bowl. Rice, chicken, vegetables. How can you go wrong, right? Another big bite. It is so good. This is like my third bite. I can't stop myself from eating it. There it is, guys. That's today's episode. Thank you for tuning in and making luau chicken with me. I highly recommend that you try this out. Get home, get cooking. If you enjoyed this episode, hook your boy up with a subscription. Hit the bell because we got brand new episodes coming out every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. I love you guys, and I hope to see you at the next episode. Peace.